Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick video talking through the 1.5 experimental beta update to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Came out on the 11th of April. Now this is accessible through Steam, through the betas part of your manage properties bit of the Steam thing. We'll talk about it at the end. Anyway, let's just quickly run through them and we'll see you on the other side. So SCS released the 1.5 experimental beta of Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're going to run through the patch notes now, just to see what they've added, what they've changed, and so on and so forth. Now, like I said, this is an experimental beta at the moment, so it is available through Steam, and we'll go through how to do that at the end of the video. So to start off, the biggest change that I've noticed here is the rendering changes. Still based on DirectX 11 API for now, so they haven't updated it to DirectX 12 yet. But still, they've added some extra rendering options. So you've now got TAA, or Temporal Anti-Analyzing, which itself sets apart from other anti-analyzing techniques that aim to smooth images and to reduce jagged edges or flickering through higher resolution rendering. Instead of TAA, harness the timeline, particularly previous frames, to calculate color values as if a higher resolution, providing a smoother result. So they've updated the TAA, the temporal anti-analyzing settings. You've now got cascade shadow changes as well. So they've smoothed transition blending between cascades, smoother and better stabilized shadow edges. This is all stuff that was mentioned last year at some point that they were going to do, is improve the rendering. It was mentioned last year, so this isn't kind of a surprise to me, because I remember seeing it being announced last year. So I don't know about anyone else, but that's just me. We've got soft particles, so particles and light flares smoothly fade out when near geometry, eliminating harsh intersections for more seamless visual experience. Lit shadowed smoke particles with enhanced volume perception and shading from sunlight, providing a more realistic and immersive atmosphere. So that sounds pretty cool. Like they've changed the shadows as well and optimized lighting computation as well. So it looks like they've just done some sort of basic render changes, making things a bit smoother, look a little bit better. We've got some images here. Obviously now we can see the comparison compared to what we all know. Okay, so the next big change is the interface workout. No, I've just done a workout, but no, interface rework. They've introduced substantial UI updates to enhance player interaction and accommodate more features. The redesign adopts a flatter, minimalistic design with tooltips and layered navigation, ensuring easier accessibility for most UI screens. The visible changes are just an evolution on the previous look, though functionality. Through functionality, a lot of the work has been invested in making them work more comfortably with a gamepad or a steering wheel. Now, that's going to be handy because I have to switch between steering wheel and keyboard. So that keyboard and mouse. So that would make a lot more sense and be a little bit easier for me. The biggest change is the home screen redesign. So they've changed the home screen. New fonts, icons, and much more. The result being a clearer look on 2K and 4K resolutions, with all changes contributing to a more streamlined gaming experience. We plan to have a separate, more detailed blog on the topic in the future, so stay tuned. So when they release that, we'll go through it. But yes, rework on the UI does look a little bit different. Not massively different though. The icons are different at the bottom here. Obviously, we've got all this stuff on the side, but not hugely different. Let's see if we can make that bigger. Oh, we can, but you guys can't see it all. But yeah, you see these images here. That's all new. Does look cleaner. Which will be quite cool. Oh, that one. It does look very different. It does look a lot cleaner though. It does look a lot cleaner. Does look a hell of a lot cleaner than before. So, also with this update, you've got the Switzerland and Germany rework coming out. So obviously people have been waiting for the Switzerland rework to come, and they've done major changes to Geneva, Bern, and Zurich. Alongside those enhancements, the economy has been finely tuned to reflect reality, featuring additions like Chocolate Factory Depot. They brought it in from the Christmas event. Yay! So we get to go transport chocolate from the chocolate factory. I can be Charlie. No, anyway. But that's not all. The road network receives a substantial upgrade too, prepare to navigate the newly added sections of the A9 motorway and the challenging N19 road. That sounds interesting. Might go and explore that later. Fulfilling the long-standing desire of many truckers, the A40 E25 route from Geneva to Aosta, Italy, promises to be an exhilarating journey beneath the majestic Mont Blanc. You can watch the trailer. So there is a trailer for it, which I'll link down in the description below if you want to have a look at the Switzerland rework. Germany has got the rework on the Rhine. So rework the Rhine region as part of the Germany rework project. In total, 4 cities were completely rebuilt: Dortmund, Cologne, Dusseldorf, and Duisburg. Not only did we revamp the cities, but their surroundings as well, so the whole region has been reimagined from the ground up. So we've also added part of the Autobahn 3 from Cologne to Frankfurt. Nice! So some more roads to explore, and it's a complete rework from the ground up. I can't talk today. You can find out about this rework project in more detail in this blog. Again, we'll link that down below. In this region, or another blog about the industry. We'll link both of those blogs in the description down below, so you can go and check that out as well. Also, this whole patch notes will be in the notes as well. Don't worry. So yeah, there's some of the rework there. It actually looks really cool. I like that. I've not really spent much time around Germany and Dusseldorf and stuff like that, but it looks like they're putting a lot of time and effort into these reworks, and they're actually making it look really good. Now, one thing I'm super excited for with this update is the Scania demo center. Okay. So it's located in Sweden. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of it, but it's located in Sweden. Now, what they have done, they've been very clever. They haven't given it a place on the map for it to be. Okay, so you can't just go, oh, there it is, and travel to it. You've got to find it. Okay. So you have to look around this town here, and you'll find a road which will lead to the Scania demo center. Okay. And players will have the opportunity to navigate the meticulously recreated test track featuring asphalt, forest, and gravel roads, offering diverse terrain challenges. In this in-game circuit is an exact replica of the real one on a 1-to-1 scale. Remember, you need to own the Scandinavia DLC to be able to visit the Scania demo center. So you do need to have the Scandinavia DLC to be able to get to it. But like I said, it looks like it's going to be quite fun. There's just a couple of the images from it here. That one and that one. So you can see, you can have some good fun on there and really hone your trucking skills. So that looks like that's going to be super fun. We're going to be exploring it as well in another video. So again, once we've done that video and it's uploaded, we'll put it in the comments down in the description down below, so you can see that video as well. And the facility hosts up to 14,000 visitors every year from universities to engineers, and allows drivers with a Category B license to try out Scania vehicles. So that sounds super fun. Like, I feel I can get lost in that place for a long time just messing around. Also, there's been a trailer pack update as well for anyone that likes their trailers. It's the Wilton trailer pack DLC, and that's coming out. We'll link that down there. I don't know when that's coming out. It doesn't actually say if that's out or coming out. They've added tooltips to the options, so you know what each one means, which is kind of handy if you're not clued up to what each one means. So you see here on the side, well, here you can't really see it, but on the side there is where the tooltips will be. You can see it in that picture there. I enlarged it and you can't see it. They've also now added lane assist. Now this one's going to be interesting. I've noticed they've added a lot of driver safety stuff in recent updates, and with the adaptive cruise control, the auto brake, etc., now we've got lane assist as well. Now, anyone that's seen any of my trucking content knows that I never stay in lane, and I normally end up crashing because of it. So we're going to have a play with this live on stream, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm sure there'll be some clips coming up later on. But they've added lane assist, making it a little bit easier. Well, not easier, but taking more stuff to AI, shall we say. Now, this has been quite complicated for them to implement. So they've added it in 3 stages, I believe. So it features different modes. Can we see the picture? We can. There we go. Lane departure warning, lane keeping support. I need that. I need that. That and adaptive cruise control, I can just sit back and relax. Oh, and I still have to turn the corner, don't I? So either way, so they've added a couple of options. Basically letting the truck do more of the driving. Making it a little bit easier maybe on those longer journeys when you start getting a bit bored. So the changelog is what we've gone through. Map changes, Switzerland, Germany rework, Scania demo center. Vehicles, the MAN TGX update, lane assist feature added, and the Wilton Trailer Pack DLC. UI, substantial UI changes. Home screen redesign, persistent status bar, quick menu, new fonts, icons, and more. And settings options show information on what they do. That's probably the most handy one, really. Visual improvements in the rendering system, TAA feature added, cascaded shadows update, soft particles, lit shadow smoke, far shadows, optimized light computation, and frame rate limiter added. Oh, that's handy. That's handy. Because I don't struggle with it too much, but some people might, and having a frame rate limiter will be handy for them, I guess. They've added a brake squeaking sound. Nice. We hear our brakes squeal. So that's it basically. And like I say, we'll go through in a moment. We'll go through how to add the 1.5, install the 1.5 beta. Okay, so what you want to do, open up Steam, head to your library, find Euro Truck, lots of games, Euro Truck Simulator. Now you'll see in my side menu here, we're already on the experimental beta. So what you'll see will be slightly different. Obviously you will see the standard settings. What you want to do though, is go to the cogwheel to manage, pop down to properties. Once you get the pop-up, head to betas or betas, whatever you want to say, on the left-hand side. Beta participation, there's no password needed or code needed. So you go beta participation, just select experimental beta 1.5. Boom. What you'll see, let me go back to normal. So let me just go none. What you'll see happen is it will start downloading straight away and updating. So I'm now going to have to let that update, and then we can switch it back to the 1.5 beta, which, okay, it's not, there we go. There we go. So just switch it to that, done. It will start installing, and once it's installed, away you go. There you go, everyone. That is the update they dropped with the experimental beta on 1.5. Let me know if you're going to be exploring the Scania Demo Center. I definitely am, and we'll put the video up shortly when we've made it. Also, don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, ding the bell so you get notifications. And until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.